Well, thank you. Welcome in, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's reaction day. Yay! So yeah, I'm here. I I don't know. Something about today. I'm energized and I'm tired at the same time, and I don't like it. I wish I could make up my mind on which way I was gonna go, but I mean, here we are. I guess it is what it is. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Um, Let me see. So I do have a poll up right now, and honestly, it's kind of blocking part of chat, which is really irritating to me because I can't read the first message that came in. But I think it was from Ian. But again, I can't tell. But it might be from Pyrola. I think it's from Pyrola. I think Pyrola was first. So we'll just go with that. So Pyrola, hello. Ian, also hi. And there's Jim as well. Let me do something. No, okay. It is what it is. Sally is also here. We got Spirit Amertonic. Hopefully I got your name right. Welcome in as well. Sound is good. I do like that. I do. Let me see. Couldn't make the live stream over the weekend, but should be able to some weeks if you're continuing at the same time. Yeah, I had Saturday available, so I was like, let's go ahead and do Saturday. You know, it makes sense. You know, pretty much Wednesday to Saturday, it would have to be minimum that time anyway, because I get off work at 4:30. So there's really nothing I could do about like starting earlier unless I just had the day off. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. I wasn't really expecting the amount of turnout that we had, and you know, I think everybody had a blast, which was definitely awesome. And what's even more fun, the VOD is not blocked at all. So yay, everybody can actually go watch that, and that is superb. Let me see. Ian said good morning. Good morning. Hello guys. Sergio also hello. All right, so caught up on chat. Let's see. Let's do our usual little chat thing. So I already mentioned, you know, Saturday's reaction stream, you know, started around 6 o'clock. It was a blast. I pretty much went until the 3-hour mark that I usually do, and I was honestly starving by that point. So it was like just the perfect amount of time for me. But yeah, I was able to get through everybody's, which was fantastic. I was happy that we were able to do everybody's. Work week, you know, it was kind of busy, and then Saturday obviously super busy. I don't know what it is lately. Saturdays just seem to be the day that's going to be extremely busy. It's just it is what it is, but you know, I do the best I can with what I got. Speaking of the poll, there is a poll up in the YouTube's chat about doing a holiday themed music sharing live stream, and that'll be on the 16th. So if that's something y'all are interested in doing, you know, definitely vote yes. And if not, then, you know, vote no, or just don't vote, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, definitely, you know, voice your opinion on that. Would love to gauge an interest on that to see if that's viable or not. And like the spooky one that we did, you know, you don't have to submit a holiday themed reaction. You can just do a regular one as per normal. But I thought it would be kind of cool to, you know, do a theme. We do themes every once in a while, so I thought it'd be kind of nice. And then the holidays coming up. I wrote holidays. Why did I write holidays? Oh, I guess, well, maybe because this week here in America we're doing Thanksgiving on Thursday, and then Black Friday is the day after. So, you know, Thanksgiving is the day that you go around, say what you're thankful for, you know, who you're thankful to be in your life and all that. And then the next day you go and beat people up for like cheap electronics because you were just thankful for all the stuff you had, and now you're trying to get the stuff you don't have. But Black Friday, nowadays really isn't a thing anymore. It's like all month, and all the retail prices raise their prices and then drop them, you know, just enough to make it look like it's a sale. Yeah, it's Black Friday, and you might get 5% off a TV now. That's it. It's so dumb. I really do miss the Black Friday of waiting outside, you know, the night before. it was a better time. It really was. And then I wrote down schedule. Why did I write down schedule? Oh, yeah, the music schedule, the thing that we do. Yeah, I really need to specify in my notes of what I mean to do. So yeah, let's go over the schedule for the week. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter to type out. So Sunday was Gigi Delana. That was their cover of ABBA's Dancing Queen. That was a lot of fun on that one. Monday, which was yesterday, that was Dimash. I got to check that out with Songbird. It was Omir Ozer. And I know that translates to something, and I had it, and I've since lost it. But I know I mentioned it in the video, so be sure to check that one out. Today is Tuesday. That was Fuji Kaze, and I think I'm pronouncing his name right, and that was the song Prima. Tomorrow is Reaction Recap Day, so Wednesday I always pull a couple of reactions from the live streams that we do, and I upload them on Wednesdays. It's kind of like a best of for that week. So we have 3 for tomorrow. So we have Forestella Champions, we have Eric Ronwall's My Way, and we have Home Free Ain't Going Down. And I think there was more to that title than that, but that's what I have written down. So there's that one. Thursday is REO Brothers, their covers of September and Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire. Friday is Tommy Johansson, and I got to check that one out with Hermione and his rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody. And then Saturday, which was supposed to have happened last week, I switched them by accident, and that's okay. But Saturday is Mission Soul's cover of Dire Straits' Tunnel of Love. Sometimes I don't pay attention when I'm typing, and by the time I post it, it's a little too late to go back and fix it. So it is what it is. Anywho, all right. So, let me see here. It's good if you can do different times of day and can therefore get people who can't make this one. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking as well. You know, like get fresh new faces that, you know, weren't even aware of the channel before, and maybe get them in here, on a different day, and then and then bring them all together on Tuesday. All the people in here. We'll just bring everybody together. It'd be cool. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's not the most ideal, just because I do like going live at 2 o'clock, but I can't do that while I'm working. So, it'd be really, really difficult. Good with streams for different time zones. Exactly, yeah. During that, should I submit Christmas Jackson 5 songs? Whatever you want, if you have a holiday themed one, if there's a holiday themed Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 or whatever, yeah, go for it, for sure. I'm afraid I can't make the 16th. It's my work Christmas meal. Valid, that is okay. Uh-oh, I'm dipping. My frames are dipping. I haven't lost connection yet. That was weird. Don't do that. I'm afraid to start doing reactions if it's gonna start dropping. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. But I mean, yeah, if you're unable to make it, life comes first. Real life comes first. This is secondary. So don't feel bad if you can't make it for one reason or another. It's okay. Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. That one. Yeah. That. I remember now. Just a few frames lost so far. Yeah, it dropped about 736 frames, and I don't know how many frames per second there actually are, but based on the length of the stream so far, 14 minutes, I've dropped frames for 1.4% of that. That's what it says down here. Okay, so we're caught up on that. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get started if my internet's gonna cooperate. I'm skeptical, but we'll just wing it and see what happens. All right, so we do have a couple of priority requests to start off with. I'm gonna move chat over here. There we go. Reaction video. All right, and I went ahead and pulled them up just so I had them ready to go. All right. Let me get all situated here. That over, move my mouse over. All right, and how am I looking? I'm looking pretty good where I'm at. All right, so we have two from Pyrola. They're very short, but they are two pretty short, the Longest John's ones, if that's all right. The Good Ship Ragamuffin, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and Padstow Drinking Song. Again, hopefully I'm pronouncing these names right. I don't know if I am or not. You definitely have to correct me if I did or not. But yes, so these first two are from Pyrola. Let's go ahead and share the link for the first one. There we go. So thank you very much for the priority request. Let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Good Ship Ragamuffin. Here we go.
I'm on my way down to the quay where the ship at anchor lays. To command a gang of navvies there, they told me to engage. I thought I'd drop in for a drink before I sailed away, for to take a trip on an immigrant ship to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty
very
line.
interesting
Farewell
beard
to
there.
your gangway and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. For the good ship Ragamuffin is lying at the quay, for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Well, the boss comes up this morning and he says, well, Pat, you know that if you don't mix that mortar quick, I'm afraid you'll have to go. Well, of course he did insult me, so I demanded all my pay, and I told him straight I was gonna emigrate to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your
He is
dirty
very
line.
upset.
Farewell to your gangway and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. For the good ship Ragamuffin is lying at the quay, but I take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. And when I reach Australia, I'll go and search for gold. There's plenty there for digging up, or so I have been told. And when I've made my fortune, there'll be no more bricks to lay. I'll take me ease, doing what I please on the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lime, farewell to your gangway and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. For the good ship Ragamuffin is lying at the quay, but I take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lime, farewell to your gangway and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. For the good ship Ragamuffin is lying at the quay, but I take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. But I take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay.
I saw no ship. There were 0 ships in this video, 0 out of 5. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I think it's really cool. Like they're utilizing, you know, different props and stuff, different like beards. I think is really creative. There was one scene, I think they only did the one scene where JD was, I guess, green screened in like 3 or 4 other times. Maybe that all 5 people in that shot were all JD. I don't think they were, but maybe they were. But yeah, like just the different beers they utilized here, the props they utilized, the flashback to give it like that. When was the gold rush? Was that the 20s? Or was that even earlier? I'm not 100% sure exactly when the gold rush was, but you know, the gold rush times, you know, it gave it really that sepia vintage look with the filter and everything. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, they're just straight up walking and talking about sailing to different places and things like that. But yeah, it's really cool. The percussion throughout this, you know, is really cool as well. We definitely have a drum, and then there was some other kind of percussion at times as well. I'm not 100% sure exactly what they were, but yeah, I thought it was a very upbeat, you know, performance, and Andy taking lead on that one was definitely great for sure. But yeah, definitely enjoyable. All right, it's more like Padstow. It's a town in Cornwall. Okay, that one. Yeah, I can't remember how to pronounce words sometimes. Botany Bay, go Australia. Okay, so that is a real place. Cool. There they released this just before they went on their Australian tour. They said that apparently this is the only song that is positive about Botany Bay. Well, maybe Ian can tell us about Botany Bay then. Gold rush in Australia began in the 1850s. So yeah, maybe it was the 1800s then when the gold rush happened. It wasn't the 1900s, it was the 1800s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was like that for all areas of the world. Okay, so that was the first one, and the second one, Padstow Drinking Song. When was this one uploaded? Is this one also? It's on the same album, so maybe it's around the same tour and everything for going to Australia. Maybe, I don't know. Let's turn that down just slightly. There we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Pass around the grog, my boys, and never count the score. Drink the good old liquor down, we'll boldly ask for more. For 'tis he who will not merry, merry be, shall never taste of joy. See the capes in view, and forward, my brave boys. Here's a health unto our Majesty, and ever may she reign. Queen of all.
I wonder how heavy that was to lift up.
The pride of the Spanish main.
Because it's not like kegs are light.
Will not merry, merry be, shall never taste of joy. See the capes in view, and forward, my brave boys. And a health to every roving tar from England to Shanghai. May their plate be loaded full and cup never run dry. For 'tis
He's a very
he
capable
who will
keg,
not
for sure.
merry, merry be, shall never taste of joy. See the capes in view, and forward, my brave boys. But one thing more I'll ask of you before we count the score. Give to me the girl I love and the key to the cellar door. For 'tis he who will not merry, merry be, shall never taste of joy. See the capes in view.
They made it to the boat.
And forward, my brave boys.
That keg just straight up went on a journey. I don't know how far it traveled, but it definitely traveled. The thing I was thinking of during the rolling segments of that is that old Chef Boyardee commercial where the kid's like, you know, I want Chef Boyardee, and the mom's like, you've had Chef Boyardee every night this week, and then the kid's like, but I love Chef, and then it falls off the shelf and it just rolls from the grocery store all the way to their house up to the front door. That's what that reminded me of. But yeah, this one is a slightly different direction with the vocal style. It's, you know, still like wholesome, but it's not like that upbeat like melody or anything like that. But it's more of a kind of somber tone, but you know, it's more of a positive somber tone, if that makes any sense. But yeah, throughout this entire song, the harmony was fantastic. The animation, well, not animation, but the way they got the barrel to go up, you know, different things that normally it wouldn't be able to do is, you know, pretty creative. You know, just all the editing they cut out of different things. I don't know how heavy that keg had to have been. Probably not super heavy because I'm relatively sure it was empty, but even still, it has some weight to it. So to even just lift it up the way they were doing and like to look around the tree and all that, still very impressive. But yeah, definitely a very entertaining video, very good song for sure. The harmonies are great. They absolutely are. They always are though. They got harmony like locked down for sure. Padstow was 1 month before Ragamuffin. I do see that, yeah, but they are on the same album, at least from what I can tell. Um, I listened to a lot of Irish punk a few years ago. I love that type of music. Botany Bay is historically remembered in songs through its uh, convict past, but it's a lovely place in modern times. So it was like a not a great place to be in back in the day, but nowadays it's fine. Okay. Kegley is the coolest keg. Is that what that was? I didn't see any words or anything on it, so I didn't really know. The song reminds me of the High Kings. It's a very cute video. Yeah, it's a fun video for sure. Yeah, same album but different pieces. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely great suggestions there. All right, so 1, 2. There we go. All right, so next up we have Sally's submission. Ironically, I wrote this one down to check out. I was gonna have this one uploaded sometime in January, but we're doing it now, which is all good. So this is a priority request from Sally, so thank you very much for that request. As we were talking about it, I thought you might like to see Home Free's Never Gonna Give You Up. So here we are. Let me see here. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. Too bad Sky is not here. He'd probably get a kick out of this. Here we go. Definitely looks like way older. And then dressed up like Rick Astley makes sense.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you
I was wondering if they're gonna do a beat or something. That was perfect.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna
Was that a cat?
give you up. Never gonna 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 let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
They did a great job with that one for sure. It just started off so I don't know, like it had a somber tone at first, and then when they kicked in the second verse, that's when the beat came in. That's when it really became energetic and everything. Like I wasn't really sure, which way they were gonna go with the song, and it just it started off so vastly different from what you would expect, and then yeah, the beat came in. Adam did a great job with that, and Rob taking lead on this one makes a lot of sense for sure. We also had at least three of the members, I guess technically all five members were dressed up like Rick Astley, but at least three of them really, really had the Rick Astley look for sure. So yeah, Adam definitely had it. And then, Rob had the trench coat on, so that made a lot of sense. And even the hairstyle had that 80s look to it. And the filter over the video, it really had like that 80s like style to it as well, which I thought was really creative. It definitely fit. All the dance moves that they did during this as well, like that some of the dance moves were stylized after how they did in the video for Never Gonna Give You Up, and then some of the other dance moves were just kind of seemingly random, but it's just different moves. To be fair, I don't really know that many names for dances, but like I did catch the worm. We saw that one, and I think the Running Man was also in there as well. But yeah, I think it's just really creative how they went about this. The harmony was like fantastic throughout this as well. And I think they did a great job throughout this, and how the song ended. The tone of that is pretty much how it started, so it kind of went full circle, which I appreciate that as well. But yeah, I think this was a phenomenal track for sure. Let me see. Oh, okay, so it was a cat. I was right. So Austin named his cat Dog. Okay, so I think this might be the first time I've seen any animals in any of their videos. So I didn't really know where the animal came from. So okay, that's where that came from. Okay. Um, do. They told us they called it Kegley. Oh, it was the name of the keg. Okay, the keg had a name. I get it now. That makes sense. This was one of their later lockdown videos, so all filmed in different places, but they got filming themselves and getting it edited together, very organized. Yeah, I feel like once late 2020 came around, before everybody was allowed to commingle again. I feel like by that point everybody kind of had a system down for editing and stuff, so it makes a lot of sense. It really does. That was good and fun. It really was. Hash, welcome in as well. Thank you for the resub. 32 months. That's absolutely wild. And thank you for redeeming first and getting your daily check-in as well. How are you, Hash? It's been a minute. Daichi also welcome in. Wow, 4 years. That is wild. Also welcome in. The closest group to Home Free in Australia would be a group called Human Nature. Might be worth checking out for Home Free fans. Maybe, possibly. I have not heard of them before, so might be worth checking them out. I'm well. Thanks for asking. How are you? I am. I am. That sums it up. No, I'm doing pretty well. I feel like when I started, I was like oddly energized and tired at the same time, but I think the fatigue's kind of worn off. So glad about that. Why hello again, Ace. Been quite a while. It absolutely has. How have you been, Daichi? Um, so yeah, that one was definitely awesome to check out. If I could highlight the one row that I want to highlight, that would be great. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger. Let's see, resize. We're gonna make that 50. There we go. Now I can mess with the row all I want. It's great. Um, let's open up 3 as per usual. And we're not gonna check out Jim's until Jim is back. I did see that message. Did I not open it up? I swear I did. Oh, I did. I didn't open up Ian's for some reason, even though I clicked on it. No, we're not starting yet. We're definitely not starting yet. Jim's not here, I don't think. I swear I opened this up. Maybe I did and accidentally exited out. I don't know. Don't start yet. Don't do it. Okay. All right. Let's copy this. This will be the first one we're doing. That stream energy booster. Sometimes it kicks in and then sometimes I don't know. It just depends. I've been pretty good, to be honest. That's good. That is absolutely great to hear. How about you? I have been doing well. I took a break from streaming for a while, and then I primarily focused on the reaction streams, and I started doing the multi-stream, and like slowly have been coming back into streaming, and I pretty much I've done a constant at least once a week stream. And yesterday I got to start a Deathless Nuzlocke in Pokemon. That was the other thing I was going to show, actually. Yeah, because I have it up right here. So let me show this real quick. So let me move chat. There we go. So I was playing around with this last night. So this is going to be the scene for the game. So the game's going to be right here. The badges that we get are going to show up right here, and then the team's going to update automatically right here, and it's like super visible and it's clean. I love it, and obviously my camera's down here, so it's a very clean setup, and it's something that I wanted to do, and I'm super happy that I did. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we got 2 badges yesterday. I botched on like the first rival fight because I was really cocky and was like, I can do it. No, I can't. We're also going in with Charmander, the hardest of the 3. I don't know why, but we are. Anywho, let's see. Although AC/DC and the Bee Gees are the most well-known Australian groups overseas, Cold Chisel would be the biggest of all time within Australia. Even bigger than John Farnham, though? I mean, because like the way everybody talks up John Farnham makes me thinks that he is the biggest of all time in Australia. But I mean, y'all would have to tell me on that one. Anyway, so this one is from Ian. This is Cold Chisel 4 Walls, a simple song performed simply brilliantly. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. There's some soul in there.
With a calling time for exercise around Her Majesty's Hotel. And made a hard room out while I'm gone.
Definitely has some power behind his vocals.
Never knew such luxury until my verdict fell. 4 walls, wash basin, prison bed. Well, the Bathurst riots ended when they cut the rebels down, and every congregation there was silence.
That rasp that he's using is very effective here.
When Christmas comes around, 4 walls, wash basin, prison bed. I love too much while some nights it comes a time to wanna go can't see, and you know I can't hear the burn out all the feelings, and I've never been so crazy. It's just my 2nd year. 4 walls, wash basin, 4 walls, wash basin, 4 walls. wash basin, present bed.
Oh, I did the whole video by accident. I was kind of waiting for him to like, I didn't want to interrupt his vocal work. He didn't stop, so I didn't really have a good chance to pause. But I mean, it is what it is. So I'll back it up a decent amount before we jump back into it. Yeah, I mean, it's like the piano here just has that like gospel like style, that like style to it, and I really appreciate that. I didn't really know, going into this what we were getting into, and just his vocal work is incredible. That rasp is working so nicely here, and the only other instrument in here is the bass, and like you definitely hear a few notes here and there, but it's backing up the piano. But just those three just somehow do so much work throughout this whole performance. It's absolutely fantastic. It almost gives like this acoustic performance almost. Like I get the sense that there's like a live version of this where it's like with the guitar and the drums and everything. I get the sense that there could be this, and then this is kind of like a more stripped down performance, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I could be absolutely wrong. This could be the official version, and nothing else gets added to this. But yeah, I mean, how they're going about this is absolutely fantastic. The lighting, the blues and the purples, they just go so well with the song. It gives off like these kind of cozy vibes throughout, and the audience is absolutely loving it as well. I also like how mobile he is, like walking around and stuff. Even the person on bass is kind of mobile as well. Obviously, the person on piano can't really be mobile because I don't know if you know this, it's a little heavy. The piano is just a little heavy. But yeah, I mean, they're absolutely rocking this. It is an absolutely beautiful performance for sure. Let's see. Great vocal work. Their most popular Australian musician in my world is Tim Minchin. I don't think we've checked him out yet. Maybe, I don't know. Loved him as well. His Christmas song is one of my two favorite Christmas songs. Yeah, White Wine in the Sun is beautiful. It makes me cry a bit. It's a great Australian Christmas song. My other favorite is How to Make Gravy. Seems more like a Southern thing, but all right, I'll take your word for it. By Paul Kelly, an incredibly original topic of the view of Christmas from a man in prison. Brilliant, interesting. Prison Gravy. I don't know how I feel about that. Am I late? No, you're RBH. Haha. No, we've been live for about 45 minutes, so you know what? It's absolutely okay. How long is the queue? You got a circle, and then you got the line through it. However long that line is. Now, we're about here, so we're just now here. So we have 8 more songs currently in line, if that gives you any indication. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna back it up right there, I think. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
Wash basin, present bed.
That bass note at the end.
Thank you.
There really wasn't anything else to the video. Okay. The only thing that I can touch on really is the bass note at the end. Like it definitely rang out, and I thought that was just a great way to end the song. But yeah, they absolutely nailed this performance. It was lots of cheering for sure, well deserved. Definitely great. It's about missing home and the making of the gravy whilst in prison. Well, I mean, I gathered that part, but yeah. Thanks for the reaction. Off to work. Bye all. Ian, have a great day at work. Thank you very much for the submission. Nope. Just wanted to do the one. Thank you. All right. So the next one, Jim, if you are back, we can do yours, and if not, we can come back to it. Uh, unless I'm here, then we will go ahead and skip to the next one, which will be Pop Stars. Hello, Pop Stars. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and drop this one. There we go. All right. So, here we go. So this is Pop Star submission. Is Arlena Ara Shaj? I don't know how to pronounce this, and I do apologize, and I'm probably butchering it, and I am sorry. Winner of Festivali, the Song Festival, with this song. This is the most important Albanian song contest, and this year, 2025, is the 64th edition. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and check. I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. She definitely has a very diverse style. That was not her song. Okay. I was like, that's wildly different from everything we've checked out so far. That was not her song. This is her song. I like the build up of the instrumentation throughout this. There's some backing vocals. I don't know if there's anybody off to the side that's doing that or not. That violin blew up. Damn. You could definitely like hear the passion and emotion in her performance throughout. That is definitely like really well done. Her vocal work definitely has like she has great range throughout this entire performance. Like she was able to hold that note for a few seconds, which is awesome. And like there was even just the slightest amount of rasp at times, but throughout the rest of it, very, very clean vocals. the instrumentation throughout this, like it started with like a violin and piano, and then when we got to the next verse, all the rest of the instrumentation kicked in, which you can kind of hear. I think you can hear like some of the drum during the first chorus, so you kind of got this like notion that there was going to be like more instrumentation, it was going to be fuller and everything, and it absolutely was. The visuals with the violin and just all the lighting that we had throughout this was really cool as well. It's one of those situations where you had some of the visuals on the ground, and if we hadn't like got the far away shot that was more up, I don't know if that would be like super visible that was even there. I don't know if that was more just for the camera itself. I have no clue. I've always wondered about stuff like that, just like what the purpose of that, because like you see that in a number of performances, a number of concerts, and like the average person in the audience isn't necessarily going to see that. So it's like there's got to be like a deeper meaning behind it. I have to imagine it's not just for the performer. Because they're more focused on the audience and the performance itself. But yeah, we also had some backing vocals, and based on what I can tell, everything was off to both sides. That's what it kind of looked like, even though it was like really dark. But I feel like I saw like two different groups that were kind of separated, and they were doing the music and stuff. So relatively sure at least one side was doing some backing vocals. I did see a conductor on one side as well. So definitely a couple of violins and probably a couple other musicians, instruments for like orchestrated, I would guess. But yeah, I think it's a absolutely phenomenal performance. Her outfit was very interesting as well. It was like super black, and I don't know, there was like these spike things on one side as well. I don't know if that had anything to do with I don't know if that had anything to do with the song itself, or if that was just a style that she went with. But it was very striking, even though it was like super dark. It kind of allowed her to shine out a little bit because it was like latexy, so it kind of reflected light and stuff. So there's probably some reasoning behind what she wore throughout that as well. But yeah, I think it was a great performance for sure. Let's see here. If you're taking requests, yeah. So Sandra, there is a link in the description. Yeah, Pyrola gotcha. There you go. So yeah, definitely check that one out, and you'll be able to drop it in for there. I can't wait for my turn. Oh, for sure. I can't wait for everybody's turn. We did not do that one yet. Don't do that. Also, we did this one. So 4. This one was 5. There we go. Cool. All right, so since Jim's not back yet, we're gonna continue on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a couple. So we'll get Pyrola and Sally's up next. All right, so first one up is from Pyrola. This is The Longest John's Scrooge. It's close enough to December for a song from a Christmas movie, right? Maybe, I don't know. Technically, it's not Christmas time yet. I'm of the belief that you don't start Christmas until after you've had the Thanksgiving meal. You got to have that first. But then again, that's also just straight up here in America. Everywhere else is different. So anyway, this is Scrooge from A Muppet Christmas Carol. I hope you've seen the movie, because the video is made to be as similar to the original as possible. About that, I have not. So we're just gonna wing it. Pause it. I said pause it, YouTube. Don't talk back to me. Very rude. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the link. There we go. And there we go. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. In the description, it says bah humbug. Now, I've seen A Christmas Carol. I don't know which Christmas Carol.
When blows, it chills you to the bone.
I think.
There's nothing in nature that freezes your heart like years of being alone.
It paints you with indifference like a lady paints with rouge.
And the worst of the worst, the most hated and cursed, is the one that we call Scrooge.
Unkind as any,
And the wrath of many.
this is Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, there goes Mr. Humbug, there goes Mr. Grim. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Oh, Scroogey loves his money 'cause he thinks it gives him power. If he became a flavor, you can bet he would be sour. There goes Mr. Skinflint, there goes Mr. Greed, the undisputed master of the underhanded deed. He charges folks a fortune for his dark and drafty houses, 'cause poor folk live in misery.
And worse for mouses.
He must be so lonely, he must be so sad. He goes to extremes to convince us he's bad.
The vocal work throughout this one is really fun as well.
Pride, look close and there must be a sweet man inside. Nah! There goes Mr. Outrage, there goes Mr. Sneer. He has no time for friends or fun, his anger makes that clear. Don't ask him for a favor, 'cause his nastiness increases.
No crust of bread for those in need.
No cheeses for us pieces.
There goes Mr. Heartless, there goes Mr. Cruel. He never gives, he only takes, he lets this hunger rule. If being means a way of life, you practice and rehearse.
And all this work is paying off, 'cause Scrooge is getting worse.
Every day, in every way, Scrooge is getting worse.
Humbug.
Humbug indeed.
You there, boy! What's today?
Why, it's January 28th, sir.
Why, it's Longest John's album release day. I haven't missed it.
Yes, Smoke and Oakham, sir.
Quick, take this coin. Run down to the record shop on the end. Buy me the biggest album you can find. And while you're at it, one of those
Biggest album.
Compass t-shirts. I'll look dashing in that.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
He left his shoes there. So yeah, definitely, they had a lot of fun with this one. The different puppets they used for this. So this one specifically was from the Muppets Christmas Carol for that version of Ebenezer Scrooge. It's not just from all of them, right? It's just specifically from that. Because I mean, it makes sense with all the puppets and stuff. Because I know I've seen at least one of the iterations, and I know that I've seen the Flintstones one also. I saw that one, but I feel like that's a little bit different. But yeah, it just how they went about different like vocal work throughout this, like with the mice, talking about the cheeses, a little bit higher pitch on that. Where they were dressed up, in women's garb, and they were singing during that part, so they definitely had some range throughout this, which is really cool. The scenery, is very fitting, for I don't know what town A Christmas Carol takes place in. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna be honest. I saw it when I was a kid, probably. I don't know, maybe, and I don't really remember much other than he's visited by 4 different ghosts overall. I think something like that. One from his old friend that passed away, and then one from past, present, and future, something like that. And then he throws the coin to the kid to go get a Christmas ham or something at the end. I don't know. And then Tiny Tim. I remember Tiny Tim. But yeah, I think they had a lot of fun with this one, and I think they did a great job for sure. It is London. Okay, so it's not a fictional town or anything. Okay. That's former band member Josh as Scrooge. That was another question that I had, because Dave's in here too, and this is before he left. I saw the video before I saw the movie. And it was great to see how similar it was. It's specifically from the Muppets one. Okay. The story is very much the same, just with Muppets. Gotcha. Okay. I see. See, I never got into Muppets. It just never really was my thing. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. All right, so this next one is from Sally. This is The Longest Johns and the Dreadnoughts, Randy Dandy O. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Did we talk about this one or something? I don't remember. The Dreadnoughts are a cider punk band from Canada who also sing shanties. The Johns are fans and friends of theirs. Have we done this one before? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when we jump into it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember. We had another version of Randy Dandy O last week. Oh, okay. Oh, see? Oh. Yeah, because I do see Randy Dandy O in the video over to the right. So maybe that's the one we checked out. Yeah, because that's the one up there. Haven't really talked much this stream, just jamming. Hey, you know what? That's valid. You know, jam away for sure. So let's go ahead and check this one out. This is The Longest Johns and the Dreadnoughts, Randy Dandy O. Here we go.
Action!
Now you're ready to head for the horn. Way, hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the pawn. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Man the stout capstan and heave with a will. Way, hey, roll and go. Soon we'll be driving away down the hill. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave away, bullies, you parish-rigged bums. Way, hey, roll and go. Take your hands out your pockets and don't suck your thumbs. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Come breast the bar, bullies.
It definitely sounds familiar. I remember the tune.
Hey, roll and go. Soon we'll be rolling away down the bay. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. We're outward bound for Vallepo Bay. Way, hey, roll and go. Get cracking, me lads, it's a hell of a way. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O. Heave up, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored. To me, roll again, Randy Dandy O.
Cider. That's how you end a video. Yeah, okay. So I remember the tune, and so if I remember right, the video that the tune that we checked out, it was like a one shot where they kept rotating the camera every like 15 seconds and each person was doing something different, and then one person didn't get the pizza at the end, if I remember correctly. Either that one or it was when they were taking turns on the boat where they were working in shifts. I don't exactly remember. It's one of the two, but I think it's that first one. I think it's, yeah, because there's pizza right here. So yeah, that one. I remember. Yeah, I mean, the harmony throughout this one was definitely great. They got to take turns with, with Andy basically, taking lead, and the the different like duets that we got throughout that I thought were really cool. And then obviously everybody joining in with the harmony, it definitely worked throughout this. But yeah, I think it's a great song, and it's really cool to incorporate two different groups throughout this. It just makes it a little bit like fuller, if that makes any sense. Just the harmony throughout is just fuller. But yeah, definitely great. Yeah, no pizza for Robbie. Shame. It's an absolute shame. It really is. Now I want pizza. Thanks a lot. Let's see. Yeah, the spinning camera one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the card house and the bird's nest. Is that what it was, or something? It was something with like toothpicks or popsicle sticks or something. I don't 100% remember. I can't. And then Robbie was painting. Yeah, I remember that. Or maybe Dave was building a boat. Was that what it was? It was something. I don't know. I wish I could have gone to that gig, but it was sold out when I checked. Losing a lot of frames. Uh-oh. I didn't have the thing up. Yikes. Hopefully my internet's good. Dave was building a boat. Yes, it was matchsticks. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. Matchsticks, matches, whatever. No, I mean either one works. Honestly, I think. Yeah, I do see the bitrate over here. It dropped significantly, and I see the frames dropped quite a bit during that. Luckily, it didn't cut out, so at least there's that. I saw the Dreadnoughts in Bristol in June, and Andy and Robbie were at the show. They joined them on stage to sing this one. That's cool, though. That makes a lot of sense since they had already previously performed it. But yeah, a lot of fun with that one. All right, 7. Alrighty, so since Jim is not back yet, I guess we're going to just continue going. I'll just pop up 2. Pause. We're not starting yet. I just said we're not starting yet. YouTube, stop it. We're not starting yet. Alrighty. So this next one is from Love Tigress. My brain's not working right now, but I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Yep, my turn. It is your turn. Yes. All right. So this is a tease, which I do remember we checked them out before. It was a video where there was like 9 different people on the screen or something like that, and each person when they were performing, because it was just an image, but when they were singing, their name lit up, or their whole the picture and the name lit up. I don't 100% remember, but they when they were taking turns and stuff, we got to see that. So I remember the group. So there's that. So this was from a competition they were in. This is Symphony Number 9 from the Wonderland. So let me copy the link. There we go. And we are done with the ad break also, which is great. That was very well timed. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. It's a really cool visual, honestly. There's 2, right? Or there's just one giant stage, something like that? I don't know. That's kind of how I'm trying to figure out. It's one giant stage. Okay. With just like different, theater setups, that are kind of blocking part of. Okay. I get it now. I see. The only thing I know about One Piece is Binks Brew. I shared the Longest John's video of that some time ago. Yes. Yeah, I do remember that one. Let's see. It was from Kingdom Legendary War. It's a K-pop competition. Jungho is also very much known for his high notes. Yeah, that high note, like he just kept going up and up and up. Like that was super cool. It's just, and he like that, just that whole segment, like he held that note, multiple notes, but he held it. Like it was just super cool. But yeah, that was an absolutely fantastic performance. Definitely liked that one. Let's do that. There we go. Still no gym. Okay. So I guess we skip down to Michael Jackson. We have this one up. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. So this one, there's really no information, but this is from Michael Jackson. This is Michael Jackson, Wanna Be Starting Something. Here we go. Or we got Rickrolled. I don't want to keep that going. I get it. We got Rickrolled. That's funny. Yeah, ha 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 ha. I was actually looking forward to hearing a Michael Jackson song I hadn't heard before. I'm sorry, guys. We got Rickrolled. Ah, man. All right. You got us. You absolutely got us. All right, so let's go ahead and skip to the next one. Why is it muted? I didn't mute that. Stop it. All right, let's copy the link. All right. So this next one is from Sergio. This is XG, Winter Without You the First Time. XG is a girl group from Japan which promotes itself in South Korea but mostly sings in English. XG is a global group that calls itself X-Pop. It's made of 7 members. Let me just copy this. Let's just copy that and bring it over so I can read it a little bit easier. Okay, so the 7 members are Jurin, who is the rapper, Chisa, who is vocalist, Hinata, who is also a vocal. They're all vocalists. I should probably mention that. So the rappers are Jurin, Harley, Maya, and Kokona. And then the vocalists are Chisa, Hinata, and Juria. The group has a lot of hip hop and R&B influence. Okay. All right, so I got the volume correctly. So do that. There we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Hopefully it's not muted. Okay. Well, if you like ASMR, here you go.
Check. Okay. お願いします。
Yeah, already you can tell it's got an R&B feel to it. They had some crazy range throughout this. Great harmony.
I don't care about no mistletoe. On the deal, I still miss you though. Looking cute at every Christmas party. Posting on my stories, still a little snowy.
It's an interesting vocal technique that she has.
all the sugar and spice for 7 simple. Like the season you was gone with the windfall. When I sprint back around with my December blues, I've been feeling again.
So listen, I really wanna know what we went wrong. I wanna know if you would hear this song. And if I could turn back the time, you'll be in my arms again.
But there's some things that I can't change. So now, this it with or without you. No more joy, no laughter. Wish that I could turn it back around when I'm falling down. So how am I supposed to go without you? Days gone cold, so won't you say that you'll be home for Christmas?
I said pause it. I did not tap that twice. Don't do that to me, YouTube. Bad YouTube. So yeah, I understand now more of the title. So the song is Winter Without You. It's from the YouTube channel The First Take. I've checked out, I believe, one other performance from this channel before. Basically, artists go on here, they get one chance to do the song all the way through. They leave in any mistakes they add in as well. I mean, it is what it is, basically. It's one of those kind of things. So there's no production fixes or anything. So you get one chance to play it through, and even if you mess up, I mean, it's gonna be in the video. So, and the one that I checked out was Avril Lavigne. I don't remember the name of the song, but I don't think she did I don't think anything messed up with her. I can't remember. But yeah, that kind of makes more sense with the ASMR segment at the very beginning. You know, they're not cutting anything out. So that's where all that came from. So I have a better understanding now. You know, I wasn't like trying to poke fun at anything they were doing. It's just that's kind of how it felt, you know, initially. But now I fully understand what's going on now. So getting to the song. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has the R&B feel to it. Everybody has like great style. Everybody, I feel like, has, you know, a slightly different style, you know, compared to everybody else. So I think that's great. There are some members who have some like really high range. There are some members who are actually, you know, doing some rapping as well. There was one member who had some like really interesting vocal technique where it kind of had this like electronic sound to her vocals. And I have to imagine she was doing that because I don't think they have anything set up that allows them to like, you know, distort voice or anything like that, but they might. I don't really know. But beyond that, I think they're doing a great job throughout this. The harmonies are absolutely fantastic. The range is great. The beat throughout this is definitely great. I like the melody. And I also like how they're all like sitting, you know, kind of in a crescent shape. You know, it definitely gives off a great, appealing like visual as well. And yeah, I think they're doing a great job throughout this. Left you a message at the end of the, yeah, I did catch it. It was I hope you enjoyed it. It was a thing. It was a thing for sure. But yeah, I definitely am liking this, and I say we go ahead and check out the rest of it. So here we go.
Every moment. There's nobody else to run to, believing it like it's true that you will come to rescue. I'm Mary miss you, now tell me how am I supposed to go without you? Days gonna go, so won't you say that you'll be home for Christmas? So now, this ain't winter without you. No more joy, no laughter. Wish that I could turn it back around when I'm falling down. So how am I supposed to go without you? Days gonna go, so won't you? They're in that upper range, and they're doing really well with it.
That's really cool.
Christmas.
I don't know if there's anything else. There's not. Okay. Just want to make sure. I don't want to cut anybody off. So yeah, I like that part at the very end where the music itself like faded out, and you know they stayed at the same volume, and the last portion it was just them. Like that was such a great way to end the song. And yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job throughout this. The harmonies they were hitting, and they were really up there in the range. And like there was like no, it seemingly no effort on their part. Like it seemed like it just came natural to them, you know. Like it was like they made it look super easy. Like they did a great job on that. But yeah, definitely a fantastic performance. And as far as I could tell, they didn't mess up anything at all. So it was just like a solid, like perfect performance, so, which is really cool. Yeah. So let's go ahead and mark this one off. And it does look like we have a priority request that came in at the end of the list. Okay. I'll still go ahead and put it in. So I don't forget. But also it's just good to have it set up and ready to go. August Johns and Dreadnought. This is a Dreadnought song. Okay. I don't think I spelled that right, but I will get the idea. All right, so as of right now, we only have one more on the list, which is totally fine. I still don't think Jim's back yet. Pause. All right. Oh. All right, so this one is from Sandra. This is Prince, Let's Work, and Delirious. Vibe TV Late Night with Sinbad. I didn't know Sinbad had a TV show. That's cool. This was in the 90s, a live performance by Prince. For sure. So let's go ahead and copy the link. There's that. There's that. There we go. Am I dropping any more frames? No. Okay. Oh, I need to take my pill. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, cool. Got that taken care of. Got some water. We're doing good. All right, so let's go ahead and check this one out. This is I don't know if this is a medley or if this is just one song back or one song and then one song. I don't really know. What do we do if we run out of songs? Edit a request to a new song. We may. I don't know. Let me see how I feel after we get through these 2/3, depending on if Jim gets back or not. We may just check out Jim's, even if he's not back, and then we'll see what my energy level is at that point. We may have a round 2, but I don't want to promise a round 2. I probably shouldn't have mentioned round 2. That was probably a bad call. Let's just go ahead and jump into this. Here we go. The volume is a little low, but that's the best I can do. It's really got that high falsetto vocal style going. And everybody's out here with these great dance moves as well. Amazing stage presence. Very energetic. I thought he was done for a second, but I guess not. The style change between the two songs is just crazy. Should probably pause right there. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely got the moves and the energy throughout this whole performance. The first song, you know, he had like a very high falsetto singing style throughout, like I'd say 98% of the song, and then there was like, you know, moments where he, you know, had a little bit lower, just, you know, just for brief moments. And it was more not even just for the song itself, it was more just to hype up the audience. And I mean, he definitely hyped them up for sure. Like they were super energetic, they were all up and moving. You know, we had everybody dancing around. Throughout the first song, we didn't really get any real glimpse of anybody playing instruments, but you know, we have, you know, drums, we have guitar, we have piano. There's, you know, I'm for sure a couple other instruments on the other side, I think, as well, but we only get to see this one right here. So I'm just rocking with what I can see from here. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely got like some crazy moves throughout this. And his outfit is really interesting as well. It's like, it's, you know, a very, you know, comfy looking outfit. It's, you know, a black outfit of some sort. From here, it almost looks like a suit, but like from far away, it like just looks like really cozy clothes. But they have this like sheen to them. So like, even if he, you know, just all the lights that are on him, they're bouncing off and make it look really reflective, which is really cool. So he stands out, which is even better. But yeah, I think they're doing a great job throughout this for sure. He was absolutely talented. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I think we should check out the rest of this. And so let's go ahead and get back to it. So here we go. So he utilized the dancers for the first part of the performance, but not this song. Just jamming out on the piano. That was a great slide right into the camera. The power he's putting behind his vocals too. So is this a third song? Or is this still part of Delirious? So it has a completely different sound to it, and we're getting a great guitar solo. Just going off on the drums too. Absolutely fantastic. I went ahead and just cut it off just because we're kind of a little past the 6-minute mark, and the 6-minute mark is typically the absolute limit that I try and stick to. But yeah, I mean, absolute great performance throughout both of the songs. Possibly, I don't know if this is a third song or if this is just in addition to the. I don't know if this is still part of Delirious. I'm not really sure because it had a different sound to it. Like once the solo kicked in, it just sounded like a completely different song. But if it is still part of Delirious, that's really cool. It has like 2 parts to it, so that's really great. But yeah, the instrumental work throughout both of these was absolutely fantastic. You know, him jumping on piano multiple times, mind you, and jumping on the piano, you know, like not only, you know, figuratively, but literally, like it's just really entertaining to watch, you know, so it's really great. You just, all the movement he does, he slid into the camera, which is really cool. And that brief moment where everything cut out, he had the spotlight on him, he spun around and like just struck a pose, and the instrumentation came back in. That's a great way to end the performance. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Definitely like that. It's still the same song. Gotcha. All right, cool. Ho! Rude, I'm not a hoe. Jim, welcome back. We have not done your song yet. I was waiting for you to get back. So now that we are done with this one, we are actually ready to check yours out. I was worried for a second. I thought we were going to check it out without you because we are pretty much done after we do Sally's, which I'm going to go ahead and get pulled up, and we'll do that one next. There we go. Right, so I'm going to pause. We're not starting. Don't do it. Thank you. Don't be rude. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the link. There we go. Dude, welcome in. How are you? That rhymed. See? Good morning. Did I miss mine last week? Probably. I don't remember. I honestly couldn't tell you. You'd have to go back and watch the VOD and let me know if we did yours or not, because we did so many, and I actually did a second stream last week, so mixing in everything all together, I forget who does what. But you know, it is what it is. I was back earlier but forgot to log in. Oh, valid. Well, even still, I didn't want to do it without you being here, if I could help it. But if it was going to be the last one, then I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. It was from the indie game called Unbeatable, with a lot of pink and white on the cover. Maybe. That sounds familiar. I don't have the form anymore, so I can't go look. But I do vaguely remember seeing a video with that. So possibly. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Jim Submission, Salt's Runaway. It's an older song. Not sure if we listened yet. I'm relatively sure we haven't. And if we have, I did not see the music video for it. Can always do something else. As I said, a new single is dropping Friday. It's the second recording that they did with Alan Parsons from the Alan Parsons Project. I'm saying that 5 times fast. Let me get some water. Also, I'm relatively sure some of this is probably cut off in OBS. It's one of the longer videos, the widescreen videos. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
To see, cause you needed to play with me every day. You made me feel what I wanted to hear when I fell for you, didn't let me through. You had my pride, I wanted more. I thought you never let me go. I thought you never let me go. I've got to run away till you won't let me stay. Put on the show, baby. Feels like you got me. I've got to run away till you won't let me stay. Put on the show, baby. Feels like you got me blind. Oh, baby, got me blind. Blind. Oh, baby, got me blind. I took your hits when you wanted to leave. It was clear to me you got what I need. You're gonna feel manipulative. That's making you live when I'm at your feet. You had my pride, I wanted more. I thought you never let me go. I thought you never let me go. Yeah, I've got to run away till you won't let me stay. Put on the show, baby. Feels like you got me. I've got to run away till you won't let me stay. Put on the show, baby. Feels like you got me blind. Oh, baby, got me blind. Blind. Oh, baby, got me blind.
Pause right there. So the video is really entertaining. So we got one person who is stranded and trying to get to a different location, possibly back home. And then we have another person who is just kind of living it up and just like very comfort, like nice and everything. It's just like two completely different, environments, which is just crazy. And yeah, it's really entertaining just watching someone just struggle to get home, go through all these different doors, and the effects are really cool. Like in this, like, I don't know, rocky / desert-esque area going straight into like water, into a beach, and just keeps going from there into a forest and just different locations, like, which is really, really creative how they went about that with a door. And then the other person just kind of taking photos and everything. It's, really, really awesome. Now, Jim, I kind of forgot which one Antoine is, and because I remember Antoine, but I am blanking on the other name, and I forgot who is who, and I feel terrible. Like, I have it written down. I'm just like, I should have everything memorized, but I don't, and I feel really bad. I guess what I could do is I could just have my information up because I have it written down. Let me see. Greg. Yeah, Greg and Antoine. There we go. And Greg is the higher vocal one, and then who's like living it up and taking photos and everything. And Antoine is the one that plays guitar, who's out in the desert. and on with all the other locations, correct? Did I get that right? No, I had it backwards. Dang it. Well, that bums me out. All right, so Antoine is the runner and Greg is the one taking photos. Okay, got it. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. I can work with that. Maybe I should just copy this over here. Here we go. Let's do that. Okay. There. I'll just copy that. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, like both of them have great vocal style. You know, obviously, you know, Greg has a higher vocal style than Antoine. Antoine has, you know, a little bit of rasp in his vocal style, but even still, you know, both of them very clean vocals, you know, like for the most part, you know, with Antoine just relatively clean, and then Greg very clean. I think that's the problem. I always want to flip their names. Even you know, before today, I've always wanted to flip their names, and I've always been wrong with their names. I don't know why. I'm really bad with that. I wish we could submit twice, but I guess I can send another next stream. Absolutely, yeah. Which there should be another stream next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central. We'll do that. I'm not gonna do a second one this week because, you know, we're doing Thanksgiving and stuff this week, so holidays and stuff. So we'll just do the one. But next week we may do two. I'll have to see where I'm at and decide. But yeah, I'm really liking how the instrumentation is throughout this as well. Like it definitely has. Like I'm hearing like multiple different styles throughout this. Like we just got done listening to Prince, and that was kind of like one influence I was getting from here. But also just some like modern like pop sounds as well. Like it sounds like really, really modern, which is really great. But yeah, I'm definitely liking this and ready to check out the rest of it. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Here we go. The different percussion throughout this as well is really cool. It's not just drums. So he finally made it home. A very abrupt ending, but I mean, it makes sense, you know, especially in terms of, you know, where they are in the video. Like he actually made it home finally, and Greg reached out for Antoine, and which, you know, that was, you know, what told us that was the final door. He finally made it there. I mean, I'm also kind of wondering if that's how the door worked. Like if Greg had been watching, you know, at any given time, could he have stuck his hand out and brought him in sooner, kind of thing? Maybe he was just kind of preoccupied with the photo shoot and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I really like the instrumentation throughout this. Like we got some really interesting like percussion, not only just from the drums, but other like stuff as well during the bridge, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, both of them like made it home together, and they were in that room with all the newspaper on the walls and everything, and they were doing the dancing and everything. So it's really cool to see that, you know, because most of the performances we've checked out from them, like they're playing instruments and stuff. So it's a little bit different seeing, you know, a music video style like this where they're, you know, just not playing the instruments for the most part. Like they're just doing the singing and like dancing and stuff. So it's, you know, kind of a different like change up, I feel like, which I mean is great. That shows they have, you know, like a lot of fun doing the music videos and stuff. So yeah, I think that was a great performance for sure. Let me see. Just to recommend, working with Alan Parsons, certainly a different style. Looking forward to the new video and song on Friday. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I can't remember the one that we checked out before that was new. It was I don't remember the name of the song, but they were in like a house or something, and one of the people like was throwing around the artwork and stuff, right? Is that the new video that we checked out? They covered Beatles, She's Leaving Home, and When They Were Even Younger. Or When She's Leaving Home, When They Were Even Younger. I don't think we've checked that one out yet. I think we've checked out like 4 performances, maybe 5. I can't remember 100%. I wish I could tell you. Yeah, that name of the song sounds familiar. Yes, that one. Yeah, I remember now. I remember things and stuff. All right, so there's that. All right, so this was number 12. All right, so we have one in for due, and then we have Sally's after that. So
Good.
yeah, it is good. You right. All right, so let's copy this. All right, so this is from Dew on the Grass. This is Peak Divide, Sleeping In. 2 weeks until unbeatable, 2 weeks until unbeatable, 2 weeks until unbeatable. Hey guys, I don't know if you know this, but the game Unbeatable comes out in 2 weeks. The Kid in the Mental Institute. Yes, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he was throwing around the artwork and it kind of like swirled around him or something, if I remember. And it was stylized after a movie that I hadn't seen, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is Unbeatable OST, Sleeping In. Peak Divide is the name of the band, correct? Yeah, Peak Divide. So Peak Divide, Sleeping In for the game Unbeatable. Here we go.
Good morning. It's afternoon. You're doing the same shit. It's boring. A lame excuse. I've gotten used to it. Good morning. It's afternoon. You're doing the same shit. It's boring. A lame excuse. I've gotten used to it. Why can't I just pay attention the way you act to barely care?
About building, man.
Goddamn tired all the time, yo, and I'm not even awake. I'm sleeping in too late. Past the morning every day. Oh hey, it's me again. I'm doing the same shit. Why can't I just do what I say I want to? Do what I tell myself that I want. Why can't I just pay attention? Why can't I just flip that switch? Why can't I just change
The instrumentation like explodes in the chorus. Vocal style like level stays about the same.
this? I'm so goddamn tired all the time, yo, and I'm not even awake. I'm sleeping in too late. Past the morning every day, so goddamn tired all the time, and I'm not even awake. I'm sleeping in past 8.
Yeah, the vocal style is great throughout that. Like, there's not like a whole heck of a lot of energy, but she also is singing about being tired all the time. So, you know, it makes sense that there's not like a lot of energy throughout this, but like at least for the vocal style. But with the instrumentation, it picks up during different portions of the song. So that gets more, you know, like energetic and upbeat and everything. Yeah, it just has this like great sound to it. Like it even at the beginning, it just started with the guitar strums, just the strums, and that was it. And then she started singing in, and then everything else just like gradually was added in, which is really cool. Yeah, I think she definitely has a great vocal style throughout this, and I'm kind of curious, you know, just based on the couple of songs that we've heard, what the game's about. Like, is it a rhythm game? Is it a RPG? Is it kind of like Undertale? Like I have no idea. I have like very very little what's the word? I have very few context clues as to going into it. So, you know, but the instrumentation, it definitely has, you know, the pop rock, I guess, aspect, you know, that, and even like a little pop punk into it at times. You know, it's like really really great throughout. But yeah, definitely like that one for sure. I threw in another coffee request. Ooh, okay. I had a thing pulled up. There we go. Cool. All right. So I think what we'll do is we'll check out these two requests and then we'll call it for the day. Where's the link? That's a long link. What happened? What happened? Go. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead. We already have Dreadnoughts up, so we'll go ahead and pull this one up too. Pause. We're not starting yet. Tuvon throat singing. And then the Dreadnoughts and the Longest John's Bay of Suvla. There we go. Okay, so first up of these two is from Sally. So thank you very much for that priority request. This one, she specifically asked to be, you know, shown at the end of the list, which is, you know, that's really nice. Let me see. I don't want to bump anyone, but it looks like there will be time, and there is. More of the Dreadnoughts and Longest Johns. This is a Dreadnought song. So let's copy the link. Here we go. Cool. And then, oh, by the way, Anthony Vincent has a new video out. Haven't seen yet. That's supposed to be Bohemian Rhapsody in 20 styles. Cool. Of gamer music. Interesting. Excuse me. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm working for Thanksgiving. That's not the actual song title, but I think the song's called Daglarum, but it has Tuvon throat singing in it. Okay, cool. So I would change that. But okay, so that was not the title. I see. I can change that. I'll just put it right here. Daglarum. There we go. All right. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing for Thanksgiving yet. I'll be honest. I know I'm working. I know that much. That's as far as I've gotten though. Rhythm/exploration with themes of helplessness and triumph, boasting 100% original rock/punk OST. Guess when it comes out? I'm going to guess in 5 years. It's 2 weeks. I know. I got you. But that's really cool. So it's kind of in maybe the same vein as Celeste, possibly. Maybe. I haven't played Celeste, but I know that deals with mental illness and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is the Dreadnoughts and Longest John's Bay of Suvla. Here we go.
Can you give me an F, please, violinist?
Oh, this is from the same performance. Okay. So which one happened first? Was it this one or the other one?
Finest of hamlets and dales, from Sydney and Bristol and Yorkshire we hail. Right in the finest of summertime gales, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla, on its away. Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla. And it's hauler straight over and hard to the right. The waters are clear and the sand it is white. Old Mr. Stopford will set us alight. We are bound for the Bay of Suvla. It's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla. Well, the wind she is bursting right over the pier. The engines do carry this bold chevalier to face the brave Abdullah Bubul Amir. We are bound for the Bay of Suvla, and it's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla. Now the wind it is fair, and the stars have aligned. We'll sell our salt cod for sweet olives and wine, and string up the Kaiser by Thanksgiving time. We are bound for the Bay of Suvla. It's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla. It's away, Suvla Bay, hauling away to the Suvla Bay. Fare thee well, my pretty young maids, we are bound for the Bay of Suvla. We are bound for the Bay of Suvla.
All right. That's the level I got from that. All right. Super energetic. So yeah, throughout this, so we have the Dreadnoughts taking lead on this one. There was 4 members of Dreadnoughts and 2 members of the Longest Johns. And now that I'm thinking about it, JD, was he in the other performance or no? I can't really remember now, but so this one we had the Dreadnoughts lead, and yeah, I mean, everybody had great harmony throughout this one. 3 of the members of Dreadnoughts, they were holding cider, and y'all said that's kind of their thing is cider and stuff. So do they always hold cider while they're performing and stuff? I have no idea really. But yeah, I think they all have great harmony throughout, and I think that the person that was taking lead definitely had great vocals and, you know, great vocal control throughout that as well. And yeah, they definitely did a great job on that one. Let's see here. My neighbor is bringing me a Thanksgiving dinner plate since my family has pretty much gone their own way. I mean, that's all right. I am sorry that your family's gone their own way, but I think that's really cool that, you know, your neighbor is bringing you something. That's great. Andy and Short, that's not a common sight. Okay, that's valid. I'll take your word for it. You know, you know what? It's probably, you know, super hot out, so, you know, wearing jeans probably not the most practical thing. Then again, I'm someone who used to wear jeans in the summer no matter what. So I don't know. I don't have room to talk. For context, Andy has a cursed leg. If you see it, you're cursed for 400 years. Well, good thing I wasn't really looking. JD and Dave weren't there in the other one either. Okay, so Dave was still with the group at that time. Okay. I don't know exactly when he headed out. You know, from what point. So I never really know. I think they were at the same cider festival and decided to film these off the cuff. Oh, okay, that's valid. More institutional helplessness than personal. That was a great shanty. It was a great shanty. Yes, absolutely. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the ad break did end. Huh. NB also welcome in. We're gonna check out one more and then be done for the day. So we're not gonna do any more requests. However, this is not the only live stream we're ever gonna do. We will be back next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central. So for reference, that was 2 hours ago. Where 2 p.m. is. So we would definitely love to have you submit, and anybody else that wants to submit, definitely save them for next time. But yeah, we're gonna check out one more and then we'll be done. Will you please cooperate with me? Thank you. Very rude. Come on, Google. So this one was 12, this one was 13, and then this one's 14. Nope, that one's 13. This one's 14. And the last one's 15. There we go. I got it. Okay, so I'm probably going to butcher the name of this song because I saw it and I didn't really process it very well. So I'm going to do my best. But this last one is from Pyrola, so thank you very much for that priority request. This is... let me read the message. Throwing in a song from El Pony Pisador 2. I think the song is called Daglarum. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. It's a Tuvan song, and Gillum, there we go. Gillum does some really beautiful Tuvan throat singing in it. I don't know what is Tuvan. Is that the name of a person in the group, or is that a style? I'm not really sure. Definitely let me know because I'm kind of curious. The video is from the Longest Pony tour with the Longest Johns and El Pony Pisador back in February. Okay. It's a country. Okay. So it would be a style. So it's a country over there. Gotcha. Okay. I think I'm understanding. So I shared the link, right? I hope I did. I did, yeah. Famous for their throat singers. Interesting. Okay. Where is Tuva? I don't think I've ever heard of Tuva before. While y'all are telling me that, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Oh. It kind of sounds like a didgeridoo a little bit. See, I thought him singing, I thought that's what it was. But no, he hadn't started yet. That's wild. Cool. That was really cool. When he was just singing the first part, it a little bit kind of reminded me of I think it's the first Lord of the Rings movie when Aragorn's singing at some point. I don't remember exactly which movie it is, but he was doing a little song to himself, and it just kind of had a similar vibe to that. And then he goes into that noise that he's doing with his throat, and that is so cool. And then the rest of the instrumentation, there was a woodwind instrument that I'm not sure what it was. There was a violin. We had the bass in the back, and then the drums and the guitar. And the drums were he was doing something, you know, like I was kind of expecting, you know, like a pretty standard beat, but no, he was doing something completely different, and it was more along the lines of the drum beats that we get with the Longest Johns, and like it's really cool how they went about this. You know, I kind of had a bit of a somber tone to it, but I mean, it worked so well. And I also like how there's just one single tree, you know, that as a stage prop and nothing else. It's just that, and then the rest of the band and their instruments. I thought that was really interesting. I'm sure there's meaning behind that or something, but yeah, I mean, this was a really cool performance for sure. Let's see. Gillum is said more like Guillem. Okay, that makes more sense. To be fair, I could not process that name, and I was doing my best while I could, but so Guillem. This song is fantastic to hear in Winchester Cathedral. I feel like it would probably like in a big room, like that noise would like echo. It'd be really cool. Chance uses throat singing to make the jaw harp sound, which sounds a bit like a didgeridoo. That is true too. Yeah, that is true. It really was gorgeous live. They have a short video of Guillaume doing some Lord of the Rings music and Tuvan throat singing. That's cool. The bass player and drummer are Anto and Florin, who normally play with the Longest Johns. Yeah, I was gonna ask because you said this was on their tour, if anybody from the Longest Johns was playing here or not. So that does actually make sense in terms of the drumming. How it's kind of similar to how they do in the Longest Johns. Yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, that was awesome to check out. Igor, sorry, we are actually calling it for the day. Save that for next time though, and we'll be able to check it out. Yeah, we just got through the list, and I was gonna go ahead and call it for the day. I'm a little tired. I don't know why, but I am. Let me get some music turned back on. There we go. All right, cool. Oh. I think there's 2 palm trees. It's become kind of a tradition since they nicked a couple of them somewhere on the Voyage tour last year. Oh, wow. So they just keep that going for sure. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for staying for my request. Oh, absolutely. No. I wanted to make sure we got through, you know, everybody's that I was able to, and we did for sure. But yeah, we will definitely be live next week, 2 p.m. Central, next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central. Is next Tuesday? Oh, no, it is December, but it's December 2nd. So I was like, I couldn't remember exactly when December 1st was. But yeah, so next week starts a new month, so that's really cool. Let me see. I was gonna raid out, but there's really nobody live right now. It is what it is. It's fine. There is a small chance I may go live on Twitch later this week, you know, probably maybe Saturday. I don't know. It really depends on if I'm able to get caught up on editing and reactions and all that. We'll see. Because if I am, then I might need something to do the Saturday after work. And if not, well, then we'll do Tuesday. It'll be fine. But other than that, I did want to thank Pyrola and Sally for the priority requests that were sent in, and Hash for the resub as well. Let's see. Thanks for the stream and the request. No. Thank everybody. Thank you all for being here and submitting all your requests for sure. Logic and a Longest John show? Maybe? I don't know. I think the logic behind the palm trees is because they sing about trees and oak and ash and thorn. Maybe. That's a possibility. And maybe it's just thematic. It's a thematic thing. That makes sense. But yeah, other than that, y'all have a great week. Be sure to check out the reactions that are dropping this week. If you're in the States and anywhere else that's doing Thanksgiving this week, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and any other holiday I don't know about. Y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.